Hello everybody and welcome back to Scale Model Jam, and today we have a slight change of pace. I'm not doing a kit review this time. What we're actually going to do is we're going to do a review of this HobbyZone modular workshop system. Now this is a 3-drawer tilting module, which basically means you've got your drawers come out and they tilt at an angle. And I've been after this for quite a while because I want to add it to my current collection of HobbyZone stuff, which you can see in the background. So we're going to go through the build up of this today, and I'll show you basically what you need to do to build one of this. It's very simple. You just need a little bit of wood glue and some masking tape, which I've not got out yet, and that's pretty much it. Or maybe a hammer or something that you can use to hammer these little suckers in with, because it's a really tight fit. I mean, they've done such a tolerance, it's fantastic. They're never coming out, but you've got to get them in the first place. Right, shall we have a look to see what's in the box? So there you go, all unpacked. I've separated some of these parts, as you can see, so you can see how many's in there. It's quite a few pieces. It doesn't look too complex. We've got the instructions at the back there, which are perfect. And this is where we start. However, before we go any further, I just want to show you, I'm quite a HobbyZone fan, and this is my current setup here. We've got the tissue roll holder, and plus the little side thing, which I haven't really utilised at the moment. We've got the shorter drawers here with the 4 drawers. One was missing, it's in the house, and we've got the twin here plus the paint topper. We've got a corner drawers and a corner topper. We have the double-sized model display case, which I've got a couple of work in progresses in currently, and another paint topper. Get rid of those. We've got a 3-style drawer, a double drawer here, another paint topper, and then we've got 2 sets of drawers. We've got an accessory module, and on top of that we've got another accessory module on top of that, and this is going there, right there. So once I've got this in, I can get another paint module, paint topper, and all those ones over there will go on top of it, and that will have to find a new home. And one thing I forgot to show you is I have the paint stand. I need another one of those because I've fast run out of space. You can see that on top, and once I get another one of those, that will even out a little bit better. So first we're going to look at the instructions to see how this all goes together. Excuse, there's going to be some background music from the computer over there, so excuse that. It's just to set the tone. Okay, so it says we need a modelling knife, wood glue, masking tape, a damp cloth, 3mm Allen key, and a hammer. Okay, so I can get all those, that's not a problem. Obviously, when you're making these, one important thing to do about this is you have to make sure that the magnets are facing the right way. Now, if you don't do that, obviously what you get is, just to separate these, we get these where they don't want to touch. Obviously that's magnetism. You turn it around, it clicks. So obviously if you get the polarities wrong, when you're building your units, they won't sit next to each other, they won't attract to each other, they'll just push apart and it'll look really bad, and you're going to have a really hard time getting those magnets out. So always make sure that when you're putting these together, if it's your first one, fine, you can do them however you want, but just make sure you've got all the polarities the same direction on the front and the 2 sides. So so you've got negative and you've got positive, so negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, something like that, so that no matter what you do, if you know that that's the method you're using, you can apply that to every new one that you add, and you won't have to think about it. You won't have to think, oh crap, what was the what polarity did I use last time? You know, because you're going to find out the hard way. If you do it all the same on all of them, it's going to be dead simple. And the easiest way to check that, of course, is to get your magnets on an existing one and see which way it clicks. And then you know that's exactly how you have to do the rest of them. So yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, so we're going to just do a quick inventory just to make sure we've got everything we've got. You've got a quick inventory of everything up there that should come with the kit, so we're going to check. We've got 10 of those, check. 8 of those, check. Keep hold of those because they will vanish within a split second if they roll off your desk. You'll probably find them attached to a piece of metal, but you know, if not. We've got the 2 sides, which is great. We have the top and bottom, which is there. The back, which is there. We've got the tray bottoms, tray dividers and the tray sides. Tray backs on there as well, and I think that's everything. Looks like a pretty simple kit, to be honest, so let's get going. Okay, so I've cleared the desk of everything. I'm going to start with these two pieces. Now they joined here, we need to split them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bend it because obviously it could rip and damage the back of that, so I'm going to get some clippers. It's like these ones, and I'm just going to clip through just like that. There we go. Just a little, just enough to separate it. There we go. And then use a knife. Just going to just gently screw away. Technically, you could use sanding to do this, like a little sanding brick or something. I just use a knife, just make it get nice and flat. Just be very gentle. There we go. Right, the orientation of these is very important because obviously the trays are going to come out, slide up, and then they're going to fall down. So that's what that's for. So that's going to be for that side. That is going to be for that side. So we have our two sides. Okay, next thing we need to do is we've got these 4 little screws. I'm going to guess it's telling us to put them into those little dots there, those little holes. So we're going to just put one there like that. It says do not over tighten them because obviously you'll thread it. So on a little blue point handle here, just do that. Just gently does it. There we go. Our first 2 bits. So, okay, so here's the rest of it laid out. So we've got the back, just going to go there, top and the bottom, and the sides. The first thing we want to do is obviously put the magnets in, and I've got my magnets, I've got my hammer, probably a little bit overzealous. It's like using a jackhammer to cut your cake, you know what I mean? So let's just try this. I'm just going to double check which way these go. Yeah, there's south is downwards. So move that there. Double check that again. Oh, crikey. Just set that in there like that. You can press it in just a little bit and then just try. Of course that was going to happen. There we go. We can test that just by setting it on the other unit there. So just drop that in a bit. There we go, so that's nice and level. Yeah, that works perfect. So, next. That should sit perfect, which it does. Great. So now we want to do the same on the next one. My memory is like a sieve, so I have to keep reminding myself which way the magnets go. Trying to use something that's not metallic. As always, watch your fingers. There you go, perfect. Top and bottom. So now we need to do the same with the sides. We're going to make sure that these are exactly in. There we go. Exactly in the right polarity. Sorry guys, just a quick view change before we carry on. I'm hoping you're going to get a better view this way. And there we go. All magnets done. We can start to build. Okay, so this is the fun bit. It's also a little bit messy. I've got my wood glue there, I've got my masking tape. Let's get the bottom piece. Make sure that is the right polarity at the bottom. Yes it is. So I'm just testing it on a thing over there. So we're going to test fit everything just to make sure it's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply glue to there and also along this bit here, and then put them together, and then we can masking tape them together. Let's do that. The first stage is always a bit finicky because obviously you're trying to keep it upright. If you do like that, it's going to fall apart, but then you probably want to do it on the bottom, join it onto those as well. So yeah, let's figure out a good way to do this. So there we go. Yeah, we can just do this straight here. So I'm going to glue all these first then, and then we're going to put them on there, and in time we're going to glue the lot. Ooh, flip. Sorry, that doesn't always happen. Okay. Fantastic. So now, what we do is we're going to put that to the top. I should have actually done this before I put it on there, so that's my mistake. What we've got here, and you can see that there's lots of glue on the sides, so you get the tissue, clean those lines up. That will just peel off later. That's moved. So we're stretching that as much as we can, starting from this end and then stretching it round, because that'll push it down into that joint. There we go. There's some glue in the centre there, let's get rid of that. Tidy all this up. Obviously remember this is wood glue, so it does dry clear. Pull all the excess glue out. There we go. Right, onto the drawers. We've got two side pieces, the middle and the bottom. So it says we need to have two of these off because there's three drawers. So if we get our clippers again, 1, 2, that goes like that. So these will sit just like that. Now by the looks of things these are actually directional. I'm guessing that's because of the screws here, and they go in through the back and they tip out, so I've got two the same there. I don't need that, I need two opposites. So my mistake, I'm making those mistakes so you don't have to. There we go. The instructions are good, but they're not clear enough to show the little tiny hole at the end, which is what will hook out once the drawers come out. There we go. So that'll be that way round, like that. There we go. So the next thing we'll do, we're going to cut these. This is going to be the front, and we've got the back, and the inserts. We'll see if we need those in a minute. They are optional. Don't worry, I'm going to hoover this all up a bit later. There we go. So that, let's just check the orientation of that. I think that's the wrong way around. Flip that around like that. Those would go there. That would go there. Like that. My bench mat is not perfectly flat, which is a bit of a pain, but it'll do. There we have one of the drawers. All we have to do is stick it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the sides. So you can tell I'm no pro at this, but I'm giving it a good go. Right, now that that's fairly all secure, we can put the back bit in. The brown goes to the back, just like that. We're going to test fit it and make sure it's all good, just like that. There we are. Okay, so that's how it would go in. That's good. Let's get some glue on these parts and rinse and repeat. They seem like I'm being overzealous with the tape, but believe me, it makes a difference. There we go. That is one of the drawers, and of course it would hang out like that once it comes out. And these bits would just technically just sit in there. However, I'm not sure I'm going to use these yet. I may use one of them. We'll cut the one off just in case. Cut it off and it separates them both, and so do that. Let us find the knife. And that should slot into those, just like that. Of course, these don't need to be glued in because you may change your mind, or you may put different paints in, and there we go. And of course you may then not want, you will need a different configuration here, so you may want further down depending on where you want your paints and stuff. But that's one drawer done, so if you bear with me, I'm going to do the other two. Okay, so I've built the three drawers, I've let the glue dry, it's been about an hour, so we should be good. So now I'm going to start removing all the masking tape and we're going to get it put together, see what the next steps are. We still have some bolts to go in. These ones here, and we'll get those put in a few minutes. Okay, there we go. Both 3 drawers. And now these all need to sit in there. So we'll start with the bottom one. Okay. That goes in there, I guess. And then what we have to do, as you can see, pull this drawer out, you've got a hole there and a hole there. Now just like we did with the screws on the inside there, I'm going to put this back in. We can see that the holes have lined up a little bit. Let's pull it a bit like that. So it's a case of just getting the screw in there, which is going to be the easiest thing to do. So I'm just going to do this with it on its end. Tight there. I may need to do a bit of sanding just to finally adjust everything here, but you can see how it should work. Yeah, that's going to need a bit of sanding in there, it's a little bit too tight. There we go, that's how it should do. And that's when it's up there, is how it will look. So, let's get you back in there. Try not to do that too hard. But next we have this one. Obviously these screws here are to basically runners, and we're going to have to put this on the end here. Just line up the hole. Yep. Perfect. Of course, HobbyZone one will be at the top. Also, it should say the HobbyZone logo one would be at the top. There we go. Perfect. Okay, you can see now where it's going to go. It's just a case of bringing it into picture. Slowing the view, and it should. Ooh, there you go. Of course, that's quite solid because of the magnets, and we want to try and whisk this one out again. There we go. There go. Of course, we've still got the fitters, the risers that go in here, depending on what we're going to put in. But if I'm honest, just as it is, I'm hoping these will fit. These are my Deco Art Americanas. They look pretty good, if I'm honest. If I put the risers in, they wouldn't fit. It's just a shame. Technically, what I could do here, obviously to stop them moving, I could just literally slightly cut and glue one of those just there, and that would stop those from moving backwards and forwards while they're in storage. I think that's what I will do in a few moments. I'm just going to do that, push that back in. Of course, I can still see the colours. Perfect. And of course, that's the box empty, so I can put whatever I want in the bottom there. I probably wouldn't put these in because obviously they're going to be sideways, they could leak and make a right old mess. So we're not going to worry about those. But these sort of things, Green Stuff World, I think this is literally what it's talking about. So, you know, obviously if I put this a bit further down here, let's see how it goes there, like that. So if we did that there, obviously this is the dodgy one. It would fit technically, and you know, you could have them either side, although technically it wouldn't sit very well there. No, that's not going to work. There could be something else there, that's fine. Overall, I'm actually really happy. So there you have it, the 3 sliding drawer module from Hobby Design. Quick and easy to build. I'm no expert builder, you could see that in the video, but it still came out looking pretty great. I'm really happy with it. It makes an amazing complementary addition to my hobby desk module setup, and I can't wait to add more. So yeah, look out for some future videos, more build videos coming soon. Thanks very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, comment below. Thank you, bye.